Click on the subscribe button, especially the bell on the right side. Otherwise, you will miss the latest videos.
Namaskar and welcome back to Saptarishis Astrology channel. Today, in this episode, I'm going to talk about Rahu Ketu transit in Gemini and ascendant sign. In this video, I'm going to touch upon what is Rahu Ketu and what is the Gemini and Sagittarius sign, and also what will be the effect for all the 12 ascendants of this transit. So let's get started. Well, before going to start the presentation and all the slides, I want to express my thank you note. I want to express my gratitude and thank to all of you who have encouraged me till this time period. And also, I want to thank Saptarishis Astrology platform, which is a wonderful platform, which has created a movement in astrological world and had given chance to many of us like me. I'm one of them. And I also want to express my gratitude and my thank you to respected Sunil sir, who has given this chance to me, who have put this faith on me that I can do this. I also bow down to all the rishis and all the planetary energies who have given me the sadbuddhi to present out to the world this knowledge, because nothing is, nothing credit goes to me. It's all already given. I'm just trying to interpret this. That's it. And also, I want to thank my dear family and my elders who have supported me till this time period. I mean, all the time actually. And let me dig deep, dive into this divine ocean of astrology. So, and once again, thanks to all of you, all the viewers also. So I'm going to start my presentation here. I'm going to share the slides here now. So this is a Rahu Ketu transit to Gemini and Sagittarius sign. I called it as a Bhogi and Yogi. Rahu as a Bhogi and Ketu as a Yogi. We will understand this when we'll finish the whole slides, I think. So I bow down to the Rahu and Ketu energies to guide me through this presentation. And let's get started again. So first of all, let's start with what is Rahu? Yes. So Rahu, we need to understand Rahu and Ketu energy first to understand this whole transits for each of us. So Rahu is a shadowy planet. We all know that. It's an intersection point basically. And if we talk about natural Kal Purush Kundli, this is a 11th, Rahu is a co-lord of 11th sign, that is Aquarius or 11th house. So it is also called as North Node of Moon. And Rahu basically is a karaka of illusion, maya, obsession, and materialism, and also cheating. So there are many things, many karakas. I would not be able to cover all those things here. But generally on materialistic level, if we see, these karakas are so much manifested outside. Rahu produces sorrows, frustration, duplicity, disputes, bad insulting and insulting speech. Rahu also controls gambling and intrigues, and Rahu is karaka of foreign, distant places, and it's also take you to the foreign, unknown places. Anything which is strange, that is Rahu. Now, I also experienced that whichever thing which is unknown to us, which is strange to us, that comes under Rahu energy. Grandparents also are signified by Rahu, Pitar. So all the ancestral lineage, that also comes from Rahu Ketu. Unhindered, if you have an unhindered Rahu in your chart, it also gives you proficiency in physical sciences, that is psychology and espionage, and also astrology, and the yogic science also, that is hatha yoga, angamardhan, that is also there. Expert in, I always say that or experience that Rahu is like a mirror. It's always been expert in creating a mirror image for you. So you get trapped into that mirror image, and you don't want to come out of that image. So it's a perfect illusion, mirage. So that also comes under Rahu energy. So wherever you see this happening around you, or in your thoughts or around you, then that's Rahu's energy. Rahu's effects are last long. They are longing actually. Rahu comes, or Rahu effects come so quietly, you will never ever realize that this is what happening to you and you are trapped here. So that's Rahu energy. Just like a snake, when it comes down to the prey, it comes so slowly. That's Rahu energy. I like I said, it creates deep interest in yogic vidha if it's good place, like hatha yoga, angamardhan, practicing various types of pranayam. Like especially I have seen those who have good Rahu, they practice the pranayams like Shitali pranayam and Brahmari pranayam. That is also a very good remedy for Rahu if Rahu is bad placed or Rahu is troubling. Rahu's energy is not synchronized. Now let's understand what is Ketu. In short, if we need to understand Ketu, then Ketu in natural Kal Purush Kundli, Ketu is co-lord of Scorpio, that is 8th house, governs the 8th house. 8th house is uncertainty, 8th house is all the occult sciences, 8th house is your hidden house. 8th house is one of the Trik Bhavas. In Hindi, we say that it's Ketu is Karaka of Karmo ka Lekha Choka, or Rahu Ketu are karmic planets, which are responsible to run the karmic cycles. Ketu signifies disabled people. The classification which comes under sadhus, sannyasis, or the tantrics, aghoris, or the sadhakgan. Sadhakgan are also from Ketu. Ketu's energy manifests in suddenness, uncertainty, which whatever you see or you realize or you feel unusual, that is a Ketu energy. Unusual taste also, that's a Ketu energy. If Ketu is not well placed, then creates kintu parantu, I say. It's very simple to understand, because whenever there are kintus parantu, you have options and you don't know what to choose, or you don't know what to how to go further. So Ketu is also, that is Ketu energy. So Ketu is also blocks. Ketu is Karaka of explosiveness, headlessness, separation, detachment. So that also comes under Ketu. Well placed Ketu can give you a good bhakti feeling, a devotional feeling, love, devotion towards Supreme Lord. That gives you capacity to let go of your detachment, let go of your rajus, let go of your unaddressed issues also sometimes. It also helps us to understand the supreme reality, how universe governs. Ketu in meditation, that gives us a secret idea to understand how universe operates. That is Ketu energy. If we feel when to worship or to bow down any source energy, that thought comes from Ketu. So that is Ketu energy. So if you have Rahu Ketu natal return position here, it's in this axis, Gemini and Sagittarius. So on general level also, for natal return of Rahu and Ketu, it's going to be a very significant span for you. You will be end up wondering related to those houses where these are setting in your chart, and then you will move towards the next level. So it's a transit of 18 years, and the Rahu Ketu transit is 18 years, and when this transit to each Rashi, it takes 18 months to and 18 months they stay in a sign. That's a quite a long period, and it gives you a good idea because it can consider, or it contains 3 nakshatras, and they have 3 different energies, and each nakshatra has 4 padas. So there are 9 nakshatra padas which are going to get activate, and they are going to give you very different type of flavors. Repetition themes, if you haven't mastered the particular axis where the Rahu and Ketus are placed in your chart, whatever that bhav is signifying, if you have not mastered that weakness, then you are supposed to master. That's what Rahu Ketu wants you to do, and they will again trap you into the loop for that till the time you have not mastered it. If you have mastered it, then it's a paradigm shift for you in that particular aspect, and it would be sudden. You will see that, okay, yeah, it's like abruptly the things are gone, chapter is closed. So because they are responsible to run the karmic cycle discontinuingly. So also Rahu Ketu covers the concept of Rajju. So what is Rajju? First of all, let's understand that. Rajju, in Sanskrit, Rajju means rope. Rajju is, there are the invisible, in Hindi, Rajju means dhaga. So we have in our life, we have so many infinite rajus in our mind, which are connected to a particular event, particular people, particular person, particular work, which are unfinished, which haven't got the closure. And because they haven't got the closure, that's the reason they are still swinging and lingering in the lingering state. So we need to give them closure. When we give them closure, that dhaga or that raju is detached, and you tend to unburden yourself from those rajus. And that's what is called as Ketu energy, or the letting go, forgiving someone for their sins, or forgiving the situation, accepting the situation graciously. That's what the Raju is, or that's what the Raju helps you to do that. So let's go ahead. So for Tula Lagna or the Libra ascendant, the Kam and Dharma Trikona has been activated. So Ketu is in 3rd house, and Rahu will be in 9th house. 3rd house is Kama Trikona, and the 9th house is last Dharma Trikona. So Jupiter and Mercury has 2 signs. So along with the Mithuna Rashi or Gemini or Sagittarius sign, there are 2 other signs, that is Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So these signs are also going to get activated. So 3rd house, 6th house, 9th house and 12th house. So events related to these houses, whatever these houses signifies, if you have planets in these houses, definitely you'll get the flavor from those planets also. And wherever the Mercury and Jupiter is posited in your chart, that is also going to give you events. That is from that house signifies, or that whatever the karakas of that house will give you the flavor. Along with that, we have to consider 2 other signs also, that is Scorpio sign, which is ruled by Ketu, co-rulership, and the Aquarius sign, which is ruled by Rahu. So you need to consider these 2 houses also. So in totality, 2nd house, 3rd house, 5th house, 9th house, and your 12th house. These houses are going to get activated just by Rahu Ketu transit. And that in the span of 18 months, you are going to get the events related to these houses also. Let's understand what Rahu and Ketu can give in the 3-9 axis here. So Ketu in 3rd house, Ketu is also for fears, unknown fears. So it is also conjoined with it will conjoin with the Saturn. So that is that is actually good for business related work, but it is suggested to take it slowly. Sudden short travels can also come here. Some sort of hustles will be there with siblings, because it's a third house signifies your siblings also. And the ninth sign, which is the natural ninth house of Kalpurush Kundli, which signifies the father. So hustles with these two family members can happen. You need to avoid the argument situation here. So to get the to avoid the kind of influence, so you need to avoid that argument situation also. So watch out for your virtual communication, because third house is emailing, media, communication, your courage, your bravery. So you need to watch out what you are going to do, because don't just do it, think before doing, because the planet like Ketu, which is headless, gives you instant actions. So you need to think before what you're doing. Whenever you are sending an email to somebody, official email, you need to go through it first. You need to revise it first. Otherwise, some miscommunication or some harm can cause here, or you'll be at loss sometimes. So that can happen. So you need to check properly. Then mistakes can happen, and misunderstanding can also be happen here, because of this position of Ketu here, and with the Saturn. So Saturn already says that, take a deep breath, take patiently react. So definitely Saturn will also guide you there, if at all the Saturn is good. Now, third house is also shoulders, arms. So inflammation in that area, because the sign is fiery sign, and Ketu is also fiery planets, and Saturn is airy planet. So some kind of inflammation, some kind of provoking will be there. So you need to address that also if there is there. Hearing problem can also be there. So address it quickly. Don't let it be big and then go for doctor. Don't do that. Just for first and second level only you should go for doctor. So headlessness is there, so you need to practice patience, and you also need to practice the Ketu's energy, manifestation of that, which is letting go of things. Don't rub it off. Don't bang your head for that, for a particular thing if it is not happening in your way. Don't crib for things. You need to concentrate, and you need to pull it up yourself and compose yourself in this whole time period, because your energy will be shattered. So that can happen. So try doing meditation, try doing yoga, try doing walks, long walks. That can also give you good channelization of energy, because Saturn, it is legs. So definitely you need to that will be a good remedy for you. Now, Rahu in ninth house. Ninth house is what? Ninth house is father. Ninth house is your long journeys. Ninth house signifies the dharma. Ninth house is your battlefield. Ninth house is the dharma trikonya bhagya bhav. So when Rahu is there, it creates the interest. It creates the interest in knowing other culture, other traditions. So you'll be interested to knowing that. So ninth house is house of Guru. So Guru Upadesh can happen there. So Guru Darshan can also happen. Guru could be from totally different religion, or totally different out of the blue, or out of the image what you have in your mind. That can happen. So long journeys, this is also house of astrology. So you'll seek advice. This is a very good time period for you to seek advice from astrologers. You'll find a good astrologer if you have this house unafflicted, definitely. Fifth, ninth house is also father. So father travels abroad, traveling or visiting their children in abroad. That can happen. Ninth house is also publishing. So publishing books. If you are a writer, if you're writing some stuff, writing book. So this is a good time period. 18 months you can pull up yourself and go for publishing also. Ninth house is legality of marriage also. So ninth house is that can also gives you marriage. So even the third house is bhavat bhavam of eighth house, which is for Sri Jataka, it's a Mangalya Sthan. So definitely for both the natives, both kind of natives, this is a good time period to get get into marriage relationship also. And also Jupiter is in your second house. Second house is Kutumbasthan, so second house is house of family addition. So yeah, those who are looking out for marriage, they can they can definitely go for it, unless your dasha and your chart allows you. Now let's understand what Rahu Ketu brings for Scorpio ascendant here. So for Scorpio ascendant, this transit is happening in their second house and eighth house. Second house is Artha Trikon, and the eighth house is Moksha Trikon, second last Moksha Trikon. So along with the Mercurian sign, Gemini and Sagittarius, the sign Virgo and Pisces is also going to get activated because they are Mercury and Jupiter sign. So this transit is happening in Mercury and Jupiter sign, so they activate the other signs also. So which is second house, fifth house, and the eighth house, and the last is in here 11th house. So these four houses are straightforward going to get activated. You'll get the events from these houses, whatever these houses signifies. If you have planets in these houses, the flavor from that planet, or that the event signifies from that planet can happen. Along with that, you need to consider two more signs, that is Scorpio and Aquarius. Why? Because Scorpio is co-ruler of Ketu is co-ruler of Scorpio, and Rahu is co-ruler of Aquarius. So this is Lagna Sthan. So Lagna Sthan is also going to get activated. This is a very transformating time for Scorpio ascendant, because Scorpio is a sign of transformation, and Jupiter is already there, so definitely some kind of transformation, some kind of good overall regeneration, overall upliftment will be there, but not smoothly. It will be struggle also. So let's understand Rahu in 8th house. Rahu in 8th house, what can it give? 8th house is house of occult signs. 8th house is a house of your spouse money. So 8th house is house of your partner. What partner is bringing in? If you're doing business, then what kind of money or capital the partner is bringing in the business? You can see this from the second house. So 8th house gives interest in performing long duration sadhanas also. When 8th house, because 8th house is house of sadhana, yogic sadhana also. Rahu in this particular placement can give interest in performing all those things. So the sadhanas which needs long sittings, yogic sadhanas, like in the starting period I explained about the Hatha Yoga, the Surya Namaskar, or the Angamardana. All these kind of yogic practices can be, you'll create interest, you'll be created interest in this uh, this type of field also. Event related to in-laws, because it is seventh, it is second to seventh, so definitely in-laws also, some kind of events in their life, some kind of major event in their life which will be significance that can happen. 8th house is also insurance. 8th house is chronic diseases. So if you are suffering from some kind of disease, you need to address that, because Rahu will not let you address this sooner. So you need to you need to understand, you need to take it seriously. Attending issues were related to ancestral property, because this 8th house is house of ancestral income, ancestral property. So if any kind of issue is pending, then this will prolong, or this will expand actually, or this will be some kind of conclusion will be there. Spouse's income can increase, because this is again 7th house, second to 7th house. So 7th house is your spouse, so that can happen, but it will not be smoothly, because it will be your spouse will be overloaded with work, so that can happen. 8th house is house of research, so superb time to do research work, specializations, going deep into learning technology, because Rahu is technology, animation, music, even Rahu gives rhythm also. So definitely, because Rahu has all the senses, right? All the senses, just the head portion is Rahu. So Rahu has all the senses, and all the senses, art forms are related to senses, so they go hand in hand. So definitely learning those art form in ancient art forms, that can also happen here. Mother's interest in learning astrology can happen here, because it's like, fifth house to your fourth. So it's kind of learning capabilities, or learning, understanding the things. So that can happen. See, Rahu knocks out very quietly. So you need to understand, if eighth house is also a dark house, eighth house is also scam, eighth house is also the anxiety. So you might feel sometimes trapped. You might have trapped feeling here, anxiousness. So that all comes from the extremes of Rahu energy. So when you don't strike out the balance between some things, then that happen. So you need to understand first, if you go for any extremist, like for example, if you're going to, you're doing research, and all the 24 hours you're doing just research, and just not taking care of your body, not taking care of your family, then that is extreme, right? So you need to avoid extreme situation in such circumstances, and strike a balance over there. Ketu in second house, watch out your speech. So speech, because Ketu is cut. Ketu is like, very stubborn, headless energy. So you need to watch out what you're speaking, what you are talking to people, what you are talking to your family. Don't hurt them. What kind of food you are intaking. So this already Saturn will be there. So it's suggested that if you do fasting, that will be very good for you. Avoid too spicy food. Reading ancient languages, ancient vidyas, art forms like kung fu, taekwondo, karate. So I suggested that for definitely 8th house Rahu. So even the mantra chanting, because second house Rahu can give you a good mantra chanting, good mantra pronunciation naturally. So second house is also your sixth house from your father. So that is an unfinished business, pending karma. Some sort of pending karma will be there, because Rahu and Ketu is a karmic planet. So that can give this kind of arise to situation. So you need to tell, or you must support your father to address that kind of unfinished business, and let him do that, or let him complete that in this whole span of 18 months. Overall, overall this transit can be good if one practice patience and letting go of attitude, which comes from patience is Saturn's virtue, and the letting go is like letting go is Ketu's virtue, because if you don't know how to let go, or to live in today, so you cannot make your future better. So that is there. Let's understand how this transit is going to affect Sagittarius ascendant or Sagittarius sign. So for Sagittarius ascendant, this transit is happening in their Lagna 1-7 axis. Again, a very, very important time period for Sagittarius ascendant, because whenever any planet transit in your Lagna, that is a very, very significant period, because that has capacity to change your overall personality, your overall nature. The whole paradigm shift can happen in this time period. And it's the planets like Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, Jupiter, they spend pretty good time in a particular rashi. So they have the capacity to change you. Actually, they are there to change you. They are there to give you lessons, and to make you understand what you have not understood till now. So let's see what is there for Sagittarius here. So dharma and kama trikona activation is there. When the dharma and kama trikona activation is there, or any kind of trikona is activated, you are supposed to perform the duty. Like for dharma, that is you are supposed to be dharma priya, or supposed to perform the dharmic duty. When there is a kama trikona activation, then you are supposed to do your karma, not expecting the results out of it, but doing the karma, like Krishna said in the Mahabharata to Arjun, like that. So in this transit for Sagittarius ascendant, all the Kendras are going to activate it. How? Let's see. This transit is happening in Mercury and Jupiter sign. So the other signs of Mercury and Jupiter, that is 12, that is Pisces, and 6, that is Virgo. See, they are all in the kendras. You can see that they are all in the 4 boxes. So all the 4 boxes which are known as kendras in astrology, they are going to get activated. So that's the reason all the kendras are support pillar of your life. They shows the support pillar, and they shows the significant what you have, what you are doing in materialistic world. So they are very important houses, what you do out in the world. So when the kendras are get activated, that time period is very, very important period. Now, also along with that, you need to consider 2 more signs, that is Scorpio and Aquarius, because Rahu Ketu are have co-rulership for these signs. So, and wherever Jupiter and Mercury is sitting, Rahu, along with the Rahu Ketu natal position, you need to address those houses also, because only this transit can give you all these activation, all these is giving you all these activation, and can give you all events from these houses. So first, third, fourth, 7th, 10th, and 12th. So all these houses are going to get activated just by Rahu Ketu transit. So let's see, transit on Lagna. I said it changes the person upside down. Saturn is already there in the Lagna. That is already, the transformation is already happening for the Sagittarius sign. Also, they must be having this Sades Hathi going on, because of Saturn is there. So definitely this time period is pretty struggling time period, also mentally, physically, emotionally, at all front you must be struggling also, and you must be gaining also. So many people must have gotten the house, or good career, or good finance, or good family, even children also in this. So it depends upon what kind of natal positions you have in your chart, and what kind of dasha you're running. So that depends, that is the most important thing actually. So now, transit on Lagna, as I said, that it changes person upside down. Saturn is already there to join, and Ketu is Ketu conjoins. So it triggers the Vikriti. It triggers the Vairakti, that is detachment in native. Ketu also, some kind of fear mongering, some kind of unnecessary of thinking also there. So on materialistic plane, it creates a headlessness. But Sagittarius ascendants, they are Jupiterian rule signs, so they have a very different kind of already spiritually inclined sign is this. So if they are already very sound from spiritual aspect, then this transit is not going to affect or not going to bother them at all, because if you're spiritually sound, you have good energy balanced in you, so there is no disruption outside that will not disrupt you or disturb you. So but on materialistic aspect, it definitely, it's going to create some headlessness, confusion, some ifs and buts situation also. So in this time period, you may find yourself maybe interested in doing kirtans, reading Purans, doing religious activities, homas, all the havans also. So even the interest in astrology will be also there. You'll start reading books more and more. Actually, you must have already started when Saturn entered into the sign of Sagittarius. So you must have already started that. So interesting, occult sciences, Ketu energy shows the mental blockages also. So some kind of problems or mistakes, whatever we have done, Ketu shows that Ketu shows mistakes. So that is also there. This is a perfect chance to redeem yourself, and to get regenerate from all these things. Now, eye issues could be there, so you need to take care of eyes also. Rahu in 7th house, it's good for business, because Rahu and Saturn, they're karaka for business. So when those who are into business, they'll be having good time period here. And 7th house is spouse, so marriage on cards. Marriage can be happen, long travels also. Some kind of visa issues are there, pending premium issues are there, then they might get clear in this time period. So event related to mother, event related to your father will also be can also take place here. Whatever career jumps you're taking out, that is also there, because if you see, the Saturn is also aspecting your 10th house here, and Ketu is conjoined definitely. So this is not the time period it's smooth, I say, but yeah, if you need to put in efforts and you'll get the results. That's the kind of time period it is in. It's a time period for your spouse to start something new. That can happen. Foreign visits can happen. Foreign holidays can happen. So that is there. Let's see what is the this transit is going to bring for Capricorn ascendant. So for Capricorn ascendant, this transit is happening in their 12th house and the 12th house and the 6th house. So this is a moksha and artha trikona activation for Capricorn ascendant. Capricorn ascendant, for this ascendant, the 12th house, the 6th house, the 3rd house, and the 9th house is going to get activated. Why? Because this transit is happening in the Mercury and Jupiter sign. So along with Gemini and Sagittarius, the Mercury other sign, that is Virgo, and the Jupiter other sign, that is Pisces, is going to get activated, and it's going to give you even from those houses also. So straight away, 3rd house, then 6th house, 9th house, and 12th house is here activated. So even from these houses are going to happen. Along with that, 2 more signs are going to get activated, that is Scorpio and the Aquarius, because Scorpio has co-rulership of Ketu, and Aquarius has co-rulership of the Rahu. So, and wherever the Mercury, Jupiter, and Rahu Ketu natal position are sitting, so that sign is also going to get activated, because the transit is all about. So this is all you can see events from all these houses. Now, Rahu in 6th house is good. Trika Bhava, because 6th house is Trika Bhav. So malefics are always good in Trika Bhavas. They always do good. It brings, when Rahu comes here, so Rahu, that to be in a compatible sign, a compatible place also. So it gives winning from enemies, actually. It gives foreign travels also. Change of workplace can happen here, definitely. Good fortune, it also brings good fortune, because the other sign of Mercury is in the 9th house, Bhagyasthan also. So it also gives overall progress, actually. But watch out your daily routine here. You need to be very systematic, and you need to be punctual. You need to, don't indulge yourself in extremes of Rahu, because Rahu also gives obsession. Rahu also gives Rahu lures you, tempts you to do the things. Don't go on wrong paths. Don't take shortcuts. Always go for dharma path, because Rahu tests you in that way, because Rahu has a capacity to give you both, actually. It lures you and it also gives you. So, it's like a dudhari talwar. It's a two, I don't know the exact word. Yeah. Actually not recalling right now. So that is a dudhari talwar kaha jata hai usse Hindi mein. So that's there. So, for 12th house, if you see, Ketu is in 12th house, so Ketu brings a little bit of mental and physical tensions here. Even if travel, even if you're, for example, if you are traveling in business class, and you're having premium services, but some kind of obstruction, some kind of disturbance will be there, which will bother you. So that kind of Ketu energy will always be there, which you will not be able to decode, actually, which will be which will give you some kind of disturbance all the time. So expenditure rising here, because 12th house is house of expenditure, Vyayasthan, investment also. So Ketu here is not good, because Ketu has co-rulership of natural 8th house, which brings obstacles, which brings obstruction also. 12th house is a house of hospital, and hospital visits will be there then. That is also the house of your charity donation. So when Saturn and Ketu, because Saturn is in its Karaka house, not the Karaka sign. So Karaka house, which is because Saturn is Karaka of 12th house. So it's in the right place, but not in the right Rashi. Ketu is also there. Ketu is also moksha karaka. The both planet gives you good mental, good spiritual inclination. Actually, this is a very good time period to uplift yourself spiritually. Don't worry about what happened outside. If you could strengthen your core energy, the outside problems will be taken care of. Eye problem could be there because second house and 12th house shows your eyes, so definitely eye problem could be there because of Ketu, so you need to address that also. Some kind of sibling related matter can worry you. Definitely this can happen, so be careful about that too, right? So that was all about Capricorn ascendant. Let's go and see what is there for Aquarius ascendant. For Aquarius ascendant, this transit is happening in their fifth house and the 11th house. So fifth house and 11th house is a Kam and a Dharma Trikon. Fifth house is Dharma Trikon, and 11th house is your Kama Trikon, or the last Kam Trikon. So the other signs of Mercury and Jupiter, see, there are along this transit is happening in Mercury and Jupiter signs, so along with that the other signs of Mercury and Jupiter are also going to get activated. So your Pisces sign is also going to get activated. Your fifth house is going to activate it, then your eighth house, then your 11th house. But along with that, we have to consider the two other signs also, because Rahu has co-rulership of Aquarius and Scorpio. So here's Aquarius ascendant, so ascendant is going to get activated. So it's a very important transit for Aquarius ascendants also, or Aquarius signs, Janma Rashis also. And it's also activates your 10th house, so some kind of events related to your 10th house definitely going to happen. So see, Rahu in fifth house, it's good for art forms. Actually, it's good for good for talents, because fifth house is what? Fifth house is your Purva Punya. So it's a very good time period that your fifth house or your Purva Punya will come out, because Rahu is what? Rahu is Bogi. Rahu is outlet actually. When Ketu is generally considered as a black hole, Ketu is considered as a past or Purva or the past instances are signified by Ketu. So whatever you put into black hole, it never comes out. So it's like when Rahu is in fifth house, it allows the past deeds or Purva Punyas to come out. But when Ketu is in fifth house, it doesn't allow, because Ketu has a tendency to block. Ketu is just inlet, just sucking machine kind of. So, and Rahu is opposite. So Rahu will bring that out, right? So fifth house shows what? Fifth house is your children. Fifth house is your talent, your learning capabilities. Fifth house is your buddhi, intelligence also. So fifth house is your education also, definitely. So but Rahu here can bring little quarrels with children. Don't fight with children, don't put up fight with them. Try to, even children or ladies, that has been written in Shastras actually, when transit Rahu comes in fifth house, it brings quarrel to children and ladies. So you need to be careful on that front. Mental agonies could be there, so some kind of diseases could also be there, especially related to your arms or shoulders. Even the fifth house is stomach, intestine, then that could be, you need to take care of that also. That also depends upon what kind of natal positions of planets in your chart are there, and what kind of dasha you're running. So that is also important. The diseases which are created due to Rahu's position will be it's kind of fifth 11th axis. So whatever is happening in fifth house definitely affecting the 11th house directly. 11th house is what? 11th house is your house of contacts, your circle, your friend circle, your hopes and desires, fulfillment of those. So when Saturn and Ketu is there, it's kind of it's again second to your 10th house, so it will give you that all those gains and benefit, but you need to be patient for that. You need to be you need to do the dharma. You need to, because this is all happening in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius sign is sign of justice also, sign of dharma also. So you need to be dharma baddha or dutiful. Then you can reap the benefits of it. So this was all about Aquarius ascendant. Let's see what is there for Pisces ascendant, and that's the last ascendant, that's the last sign of zodiac circle. So with the Pisces sign, this transit is happening in the 4th house and the 10th house. So uh, here also the same situation, like it was created for the such. So all dual signs, they have this situation in their chart that when in this Rahu Ketu transit, their Kendra houses are going to get activated. When the Kendra houses are going to get activated, it's a very important time period, and it's a long time period, definitely. So it's gonna bring a, you know, major instances in your life. So for Pisces, the 4th house and 10th house is going to get activated. So along with that, Mercury, though this transit is happening in the Mercury and Jupiter sign, so other signs of these two planets, that is Mercury and Jupiter, that is the Pisces and Virgo, that is also going to get activated. So Lagna is going to get activated again. It's important. It gets 2 ticks again. So wherever the Mercury and Jupiter is posited in the chart, that house is also going to give you events. Why? Because this transit is happening in their houses. So definitely they are also going to get activated. Along with that, we need to consider the co-rulership of the 2 signs which have the co-rulership of Ketu and Rahu. So that is Aquarius and the Scorpio. So first 4, then 7th, 10th, and the 9th, and the 12th, and the 12th. So all these signs are going to get activated, and straightforwardly they are going to give you events. So events could be related to, you know, whatever these houses are signifying. So here Lagna, your Lagna is yourself, 4th house is your mother, 4th house is your happiness, 4th house is your property, lands, and 7th house is your spouse, business, so long journeys. And then 9th house is again long journeys, holy places, then your father. So this is going to activate it. 10th house is your career, and 12th house is your like investment, your expenditure, what kind of, whatever you are earning, where you are putting that money. Is it worth it? Is it going to compound and give you interest, or give you good income, or what? So this is all, all things are going to get activated here. So now Rahu in 4th house, generally it says that it's not good for mental peace, because Rahu is, karak of Maya, illusion. It creates the false illusion also when Rahu is not well placed in your chart. 4th house is your home, happiness also. So especially for parents also, it's not good, because it creates the illusion. If they have some problem, you'll never know that if this transit is happening. So you need to take special care of your parents, especially mother, because 4th house is mother. Then it also creates little stubbornness also, where you will not listen to other people, you will not listen to your family members also. That can happen, and you'll be in your thoughts only. So that can happen, and in that manner, in that mode, you'll indulge yourself in fight. So you need to avoid that situation for yourself. You need to be rational, you need to be in balanced manner. So try to hold off the good part of Rahu, good energy, filter out those things. Try to do how can you filter those things? You can do pranayam, you can do meditation, you can do yogasanas. That's a very good way to channelize the Rahu energy out. And meditation is, I say, best, because I have very good experience of meditation, I myself. So definitely I can say that this is a very good time period to do these things. And also if we talk about Ketu has a Ketu is in 10th house. 10th house Ketu is not said good, because 10th house Ketu will block the things, because Ketu has a tendency to block. It can give you some explosiveness also, unnecessary of creating frustration and just bursting out. That can create that situation. Some kind of separation issues also. So hustles with your higher bosses. Work environment can disturbs you, because Ketu is a headless planet. So you might feel this time period, in this whole time period, that you are being headless, you are not getting to the point, you are not being focused. That is also because Ketu is conjoined with Saturn. So this will be a very close knit conjunction, so you need to be a little cautious about it. You need to tell yourself that this span is going to over, this transit is going to over one day, so you'll get back your attention, you'll get back to your focus again. So you'll also have confusion to know whom to trust, whom to not. So that also can happen. So again, I will say that, trust your instincts, trust your best instincts here, and do the right. So this was all about Pisces ascendant. So this was all for all the ascendant. I'm going to stop my presentation here. And this transit is definitely very important transit for all of us, because Rahu Ketu are karmic planets, and they are responsible for the continuation of the karmic cycles. So definitely these planets play significant role to, they gives us chance to redeem ourselves, they gives us chance to pay off the karma, balance out the karma. So let's take complete benefit out of it. Let's not be headless, let's not be illusionized. Let's be on the balanced manner. And I wish all the best for all of you. And thank you for listening me patiently. And thank you.